Oh, I can choose categories now. Awesome. Okay guys, hi, how's it going? Here, we're playing some of my favorite stuff here. Reiki. So I showed off my Reiki ball the other day, but I'll show you guys again. So we'll just go into here and we'll open up the camera. So, how's it going, everybody? I've made a lot of progress in my light magic skills. Now, I know a lot of you don't believe in me, but I have to at least believe in myself and will. Some amazing things have happened recently. I was walking with Will, and all of a sudden his whole outfit had changed. He was wearing a leather jacket instead of whatever else he was wearing. We were just walking straight down the bridge towards Calgary. The angels had given him a new outfit. Here's my orb yet again. You guys can take a look. It's gained a lot of... Oh, no, that's cool. That's putting a flame in the orb. Because there's a video of a flame here. That's neat. I like that. But anyways, I'll show you guys what it looks like inside of it. See, look at those symbols and markings. Neat, hey? It's accumulated lots of scratches, but the scratches are symbols, some of them, and they, like, that clearly says it right there. And this is backwards in this video, so it's useful for me to look at it this way too. I'll turn the stave around and we'll check this side so you guys can get a whole 360, and I'll have a video record of a 360 view of what's in there. Now this, I know it's just an orb of glass, but it gets the wizard's mind going. The different shapes, the scratches, the things, and plus you guys seen before in another video, which I'll post the awesome one, where I used a flashlight to really show it when it was still perfect. The star system that's inside of it. But yeah. That's odd. That's my head, actually. My headband. Let's get a look at top of it. What's in the top of this thing? And nobody believes me at all about my alchemy. For the first off, I showed you guys the ring, and I told you right when it happened. Look really close. You see that it's actually got a bit of space in between the gem and the gold. That's not a perfectly fitted gem like they sell, because the gems I alchemized shrink. I use my light magic, which is mostly my creativity of my eyes, to shape the light. And spirits love having fun, so that's what they conform to the shapes, and they do my bidding, I guess. Or it's not really even my bidding, it's just what they want to do, I guess. But anyways, yes, that one was the first one. This was the second ring I ever did. There's the video of the charm that caught a curse in physical form. And then I also did this one. It was just a cheap little plastic ring. Plastic gemmed ring. Like, that's what I look for, right? I look specifically for plastic things, and I ask people. I ask lots of people to verify. And it's just getting really tough on me, you know? Maybe I should just give up my quest for the truth. It's really depressing. But recently I did this one, and there's proofs in it too. This is the same way. This was a well-made costume jewelry. That means there was no space in the socket of this gem. But now there is clearly a space between the metal and the gem, because the gem has shrunk and turned to something other than plastic. I don't know if you would call it curated plastic or magic diamond like I want to, or diamond or glass. But it's not glass, and it's not diamond. It's a new type of material. And just because I'm the only person who claims to be able to do this doesn't mean I'm the only one who can. But I am willing to prove that it's real. All I need to do is get somebody who's willing to test it properly. So that's what I want to do today. And I hope to God, I really hope to God that they are not liars, and that they can actually see a difference between this and glass, or tell me what it is. Because if they can't do it chemically, I want it structurally analyzed. But yeah, this thing's giant. You can't make cubic zirconias this big. And they called the gems of my second piece, the 6 diamond pendant, that was cheap plastic jewelry and poorly constructed. That's how it was obvious that was originally plastic, right? But that they called cubic zirconia. So basically they don't know what they are. And cubic zirconia is only slang for very perfect diamond. And it's worth less than a non-perfect diamond, which I don't like. Why? Simply because it came from a mine. Well, I understand that anybody can buy a machine to make diamonds, but nobody can turn plastic into whatever I'm doing. Nobody that I know of. This appeared out of nowhere for me, as well as this hat. So we've been having articles of clothing just appear for us, which is amazing, but not provable, because I'd like to take away the rule of magic where when you try and prove it, it doesn't work. I'd rescind that rule if I could. Is you should be able to prove your magic, your reality, what actually happened. It's just unfair otherwise. Untruthful and unfair. Maybe that would turn it into a science instead of a magic, but I don't think so. It takes the mind to do this type of skill. The mind, the eyes. Anyways, I already showed you guys that little one, and I said it didn't work. I made a video about it, the little gem, but then I came back and found it later, and it had changed to glass. That's one that you guys even have a video of, unless it's disappeared from my pocket because I'm trying to prove it. But that little gem, that was, yeah, there it is. This little gem in the video was plastic. I'm pretty sure I'll even review the video, but it's not any longer. It's definitely glass or diamond, or magic diamond is what I call it. But that thing, that's now been alchemized. I've been taking my alchemy to a further step. You guys, if you know anything, you know I got cursed. I hid the videos because it's shameful of what happened, actually. I fought at it, and I fought at it. It's a long story, but it was essentially zits that could move across your body. And as I popped one, it turned into refuse that turned into a giant rash. And as I squeezed the rash out of my skin, it came out as dirt. And when I was done that, there was a brand. And then as soon as the brand was there, all the black specks just came right to it. looking like scabs, disguised as scabs, but really some sort of malevolent disease that has decided I can replace scabs, because scabs is a one-time thing with your body, and outside things are like, if we become scabs first, then we can still infect the body. That's what I think, anyways. But if you guys have seen my injuries, where is it? It's up here. That was the original curse mark. And all that's left of it is a couple bumps. And another thing. I used to have a perfect body, guys. And now it's marred and it's very pathetic. It really hurts my self-esteem. But this up here used to be way angry. See all the red? That's how big it was. This was giant. And the reason why I've been able to now stop it, and it'll finally just heal and heal, is because I found out I can put light magic energy into things like this. Germ out. And it fights that type of stuff. It fights the sores, it fights the invisible insects in soap and in germ out, and just staying clean generally all the time. Like, me and Will have a theory that is rock solid as far as I'm concerned, is there is an ethereal disease that has been attacking mankind's minds for centuries. And it's not like you're mind controlled. It's more like you won't understand why you're acting the way you're acting, or you'll get emotions that cloud your judgment, or thoughts that you didn't like, or intrusive thoughts. Anyways, that's all I can really say, guys. Other than this magic ring is really awesome. It's a one of a kind. It came from a website that you can't find anymore. It says it's from a different website now in the order, but that's not where I ordered it from, is you can't find certain things like this. You might be able to find maybe copies, but this is a really magical item. It's great for scrying. But I have tons of fun looking at all the different reflections and light. It's very good for the creative mind. So that's all I really have to say, guys. I went through everything recently. Like, even Will's over there. Say hi, Will.
Hi.
So, Will, what happened with your jacket?
Yeah, it just appeared on my shoulders. I was wearing no jacket, then I looked down and I had a jacket on.
And I'll see, was it showing you in that? Yeah, there, now it's showing you. So, he was wearing normal clothes, and then all of a sudden, me and him didn't pay attention for a few minutes, and he was just all of a sudden wearing a perfectly fitted, expensive leather jacket. And we had been on quite a walk. We must have walked and talked for 20-something hours and proclaimed heaven on earth, you know. But it's just so hard to get to heaven reality. It's so hard, guys. Every time we think we're there, it's a false heaven, and we fall low. But that's that. If you think I'm nuts, go ahead. My reality is quite different than yours. Amazing things happen. I've seen a real angel fly past my window. I took a picture of a micro colony of alien, like a micro alien colony that had been bugging me and like pestering me because it was interested in me for some reason. And then aside from that, what else? I've put most of it on Instagram and things. I have a video of this Reiki ball glowing really weird with the light. Like, not like that, but I would rotate it, and where the shadow is, the light would spring to the other side of the symbols. I don't know why, but the symbols were absorbing the light at that point in time. And the light was reacting weird is it would light up all of a sudden in one area where it wasn't lit up, and not because of the movement of the ball in the light. And that you can see on my Instagram. Past that, I made magic beer. I made a video of that, magic beer and magic drugs. That was pretty awesome. I increased the potency, the safety, and the effect, and the taste. I make all those things better just by imbuing it with light energy. And I did that for a beer. One big beer lasted for 5 people being drunk. And it was a better drunk. Not such a sloppy drunk. And the people enjoyed it more too. I'm not full of crap. It's my light magic is all I can describe it as. Is I imbue light with my creative mind into objects. And it has real effects. I'm just losing faith that I'll ever garner enough attention to prove my reality. I can only hope for help from God now. But I made a promise to Will that I'd be done with all of this. I told him I'd be done with everything if I go to the chemical testers and get them to chemically and structurally test these rings. This ring, this object, that little charm I showed you, and this. I'm missing my crosses. They disappeared out of nowhere, out of thin air. Because that was an easily provable one, because you could just go to Michael's and see that there were plastic gems on the Gothic cross set that they were selling. I'm really bummed. You know, a lot of my things have been gone missing. And I don't even want to blame my friends, as I'd rather blame... It's like, sure, maybe somebody's been stealing from me, but I'd rather blame literally a thief that seems to be able to stop time. Because things have disappeared in split seconds out of thin air. And they appear, other things appear out of thin air too. And it's not me spacing out or going frozen for a few seconds. It's just actually magic's happening. One of my friends, her theory is that space-time is expanding, and as it keeps expanding, it's creating a force inside of it. That's the magic. Is because of the expanding is so rapid. Because the more it expands, the faster it expands. Because it's a bigger sphere and a bigger sphere and a bigger sphere or whatever. Is that'll create a new type of force in the world. Or maybe an old one. New again. So that's all that. Oh yeah, this object's pretty cool. Oops. This object's pretty cool. Here, I'll show you guys. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, right here. It's a piece of quartz, I think. It's broken in one side, but it's attached to a dream catcher. Hopefully I have some good dreams. It's neat. But we'll see. Maybe I can do some magic before your eyes. I'll try and make it glow. It doesn't have many collusions or inclusions to work with, though. It's a pretty pure piece. I'd rather that it has lots of cracks and it's cloudy, so that you guys can see that I make it clear and more reflective. There, we catch that light there, and then we'll try and drag it down. Or put it in, I guess. There, that side's all lit up now. I don't know. I haven't lost faith in what's been happening, but also they forced me by CTO, community treatment order, to get antipsychotic medicines. Why? Because I claim magic's real. That's a spiritual belief, and that's against the Constitution on two fronts. And I'm gonna battle it with the lawyer. They don't deserve to inject me with medicines that literally hinder my creative mind, stop me from doing amazing things, and make me duller and more tired all the time. I wouldn't have ever resorted to drugs, or a drug in specific, if this wasn't the case. But for 5 years almost, I struggled and struggled and struggled and complained, and they wouldn't do a thing, so I fixed it myself. And you see, guys, my eyes aren't crooked. I can look anything straight on, and my eyes will look fine. But, it's just the way my eyes go, is this one is at that angle, this one's at that angle. It's like having a lazy eye, but a working lazy eye. Your lazy eye is working hard at seeing the different focuses. I don't know. Anyways, that's all that. So I'm a freak, I guess, but I want to be a rich freak when I prove it's true. And not because I want to be rich to be rich. I want to be rich to improve the world. I'll improve my life first. I'll have a good apartment, a good car. Well, I already have a good car. I wouldn't need a new sports car. I'd spend all my money on investing in things like Aubrey de Grey, things I believe in, helping my friends, traveling the world to see the religious things. But I've also decided now that I'm becoming so good at light energy work, I'm going to start putting energy into my skin. Then we'll see if that proves any results. My skin starts glowing or increases my prowess or something. So I'm working on that lately, is putting light into my actual skin. And I never really thought to do that before. So that's what I've been doing recently, is putting light into my skin. Hi, Hamid, Chaba. So I've went over pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in this video already, buddy. So you could rewatch it. It'll upload in a few seconds here. But I believe in myself. I believe in the messages God has given me. And yeah, if it's just a trick of the mind that creates an effect, well, that's a scientific thing anyways. But all this stuff is true. You can check my Instagram. It's under my name. You can check my Twitter, has some stuff under CatchEmAll202. My YouTube, you're already watching it. And yeah, that's about that, folks. I'm going to test it chemically today, and if I can, structurally. And if they say they're nothing, I know they're liars, but maybe I'll give up. And I'll just try and be normal again. Yeah. Maybe I will. But at least I found a cure to diseases that they claim don't even exist. No doctor could cure this crap that was attacking me. And I had to cure it myself. So eat that, doctors. Goodbye. C server? Yes, I play Vainglory, and yes, it is on the North American server. But this has been a video about magic. Real magic, not stage magic. Stage magic is illusions of the tricks of the eye. Now, I use tricks of my own eyes and my own vision Okay, Chaba. Just add me. I add anybody as a friend who adds me. Hamid. Ahmed. Is it Ahmed or Hamid? I think it's Ahmed. Alright, thank you. I'm heading out. Bye bye.